What's up guys, Phil here today with another video, and today we'll be talking about this little guy, the Xiaomi Mi Box S. Now, what is this guy? This guy is a small little Android TV box or stream box, and let me just highlight its main features. So first of all, you can watch content on it at 4K, so stuff like YouTube videos, Netflix, you can watch at its glorious, beautiful 4K resolution. If you're connected to a 4K TV, of course. So if you hook it up to a 4K television, of course, it'll be displaying everything in 4K, YouTube, Netflix, all that good stuff in glorious, beautiful 4K. The second aspect of it is that it has HDR. It is HDR enabled, so if you want to get those nice, crispy, beautiful colors, you can, as long as your TV is also HDR compatible. And as well, it is an Android certified TV box, so I believe it'll keep on getting updates and be supported by Android, as well as apps actually work on this thing. On some TV boxes, some apps like Netflix might not work, but since this is an Android certified TV box, apps such as Netflix will actually work. Now, let's talk about the specs. Well, to be honest, specs won't really matter. I mean, this is going to be hooked up to your TV anyway, and you're just going to be streaming stuff from it. Okay, so it's running a 4-core CPU, and for some reason, as they advertise on the box, a 2+3-core GPU. If you watch my unboxing, you could hear that I was very confused about that. I was like, why didn't they just name it a 5-core GPU instead? But okay, that's something. That's not what we have to talk about. It has 2 gigs of RAM. As I say, probably not that important. I mean, all you're going to be doing is streaming stuff. So, I mean, it's not... Actually, interesting fact, it's actually got 1 gig more than this phone, which is not that bad. Okay, going back to this thing, and it only comes with 8 gigs of internal storage, which not even all of it is usable, which I believe only about 4 gigs is usable, because there's also the software loaded on it, and there's also pre-installed apps that you cannot uninstall. But thankfully it has a USB port, but it's only 2.0, so it's not that fast, but I doubt you'll notice it. I mean, you're probably just going to connect your hard drive once, but the reason why that USB port is there is so you could connect an external hard drive, and for stuff such as movies that you might download or TV series that you might download off of the Google Play Store, I would assume they'll all go to the hard drive. As you can see, I got my 4 terabyte hard drive here, so that is basically just to expand upon the pathetic 8 gigs, which all of it is not even usable at this point. So yeah, or you can just have a whole bunch of downloaded shows and connect it to the Mi Box all the time and just watch it over there, which is something that I do. So you're gonna download something like VLC Media Player, which actually is not that bad. If you watch my unboxing, I was actually ranting on about how VLC Media Player is not that great, and it actually works here properly, so I'm really happy to report that. Just also to include, it also does have an aux input, so you could connect this to something like a speaker or a sound system, a separate sound system, to listen through there, which is actually pretty nice. Theoretically, if you're sitting really close to your TV, you could just have your earphones in and just connect it there, which I do not recommend, or if you have a very long pair of headphones. As well, it also does have Bluetooth. I believe it's Bluetooth 4.2, but also the nice thing about the Bluetooth is that the remote is connected through Bluetooth. Just to mention, batteries don't come in the box, so when I got this, I had to steal batteries from my other wireless keyboard. I'm not lying, ain't it? But it does have Bluetooth connectivity, so if you do have a pair of wireless earbuds such as these, or a pair of wireless headphones which connect through Bluetooth, you could theoretically, okay, not theoretically, you could just connect this to the Mi Box through Bluetooth and just chill from a far distance, completely isolated from the rest of the world, and just watch whatever you're watching. And one of the coolest features of this is that it has a Chromecast Ultra built into it. So if you don't know what a Google Chromecast is, it's basically a little thing you connect to your TV through the HDMI port, and you just cast stuff from it. So from your phone, you could go to the cast option and just cast your entire phone to the TV, or you could cast certain things. So like when you're watching YouTube, you could cast a YouTube video to the Chromecast and just carry on with everyday life on your phone. But this thing has it built in, and the Chromecast Ultra does cast stuff, I believe, up to 4K, which I believe is why the Ultra name is there. Ultra HD, 4K, basically the same thing. So with this thing, you can actually do very much the same thing with it. So let's say you are watching a YouTube video, you want to see it on your TV or whatever you have this thing connected to. Connect it there, and you can go back to everyday life with your phone. Basically, go on Instagram, or if you're on a website and there's a video there, just cast it on the TV, watch it there, carry on reading on your phone, or just cast your entire phone to the TV. I don't know why, maybe you got some videos that you want to watch from your phone onto the TV. I'm pointing there because that's where my TV is. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And also when it comes to streaming, you can actually also stream your music app. So let's say you have Spotify on, you could just stream it to the Mi Box. The Mi Box, you can actually download Spotify on this, but I guess it's just for the convenience. Or for example, your music player, you could just cast this to the TV, the entire music player, and then it'll just start playing through the TV. You can do that, but then you're gonna have to deal with the crappy audio quality or the crappy speakers of some TVs. Now, when it comes to the complete usability of this thing, honestly, I've got no problem with it. It's actually not that bad. Everything is laid out for you. You can have certain apps pinned on the home screen on the side, so you can see stuff like that. And then it comes to the remote. It's actually not really that bad. And as well, this thing does have Google Assistant built in. So you just press this little microphone button on the remote, and you can basically talk to your Mi Box S. So you could ask it to open applications, or you can just ask it stupid stuff on Google, like how to translate whole sentences into Japanese or something like that. But it's generally really nice. The only gripe I have against this remote is that it is like plastic, like shoddy plastic. I'm not trying to break it right now. It's just that I have to like demonstrate in a way the type of material this is. This thing, the Mi Box S is actually also made out of plastic, but this feels sturdier. When it comes to complete usability, this thing is absolutely just fine. It's convenient. I mean, let's say you walking into your house, you have a video on your phone, just display it on this thing, it'll show it. It's absolutely convenient. You have to be on a common network, and you also have to sign in with your Google account. So it basically just syncs everything together, which is something that I really like a lot. But let's just talk about some features that this thing doesn't have that other streaming boxes do have, but I'm not sure if those are Google certified. Now, with this thing, as you can see here on the back, there's the power input, USB, HDMI, then here's the headphone jack. Now, with other ones, some come with 2 USB ports, some come with a full Ethernet jack, and some of them have an SD card slot for you to put in your SD card. And some of them actually come with more storage, 16 gigs to be exact. I get it, this is a streaming box. You're not actually gonna have anything on it other than apps. But in today's day and age, I mean, just put at least 32 gigs or 64 gigs, because you can't really survive off of 8 or 16 gigs. I mean, my entire music library could take well more than that. But yeah, that's this thing, but that's why there's the USB port, so you can just save everything on there. Another aspect that this thing has is that you can download games on it. I did not download any games on it. I don't game on, I'm not gonna game on that. I mean, I can just game on that. Oh, I wanna game on that. And also with the Chromecast, you can actually also cast your computer to it. So all you have to do is go to Google Chrome, and then you're gonna have to go to the tab. I think the three dots there. Then you're gonna have to go to Cast, and then you can cast your computer onto the Mi Box. But there's a catch. You can either only cast the tab, like the Google tab that you are on, or you could cast your entire PC onto the Chromecast. So that's what I also like about it. And also its design. Its design is very compact, so you can literally leave this like in a cupboard somewhere and just forget about it. Like that is beautiful. Like I think two of those is probably the size of a Mac Mini, or my hard drive and this thing. Probably the size of a Mac Mini, I would assume. But yeah, so design, they got it down. It's simple, sleek, minimalistic. I keep it under my TV here, so I forget about it. I have my hard drive hooked up the whole time, and I just forget about it. And yeah, it's a good product. So I'll say people who want this, people who like to stream all their content, people who want to turn their normal TV into a smart TV, or even if you have a monitor, this is for you. Or people who just enjoy watching a lot of content. A good example that I can give is that I have a friend at school. He usually watches stuff off of his TV, but his TV does not support all formats. So I downloaded a lot of stuff for him, and it did not support it. His TV did not support it. So hence comes this product. Yay! Solution. It's a problem. Here's a solution. So yeah, and sometimes you can actually find this thing for very cheap. I mean, you are basically getting two things here. You are getting a Chromecast Ultra, which goes for like 1,000 Rand alone or more, and you're also getting an Android TV box that can watch stuff at 4K, not upscale it, watch stuff at 4K with HDR for about, I think, 1,500 depending where you go. I mean, this is a good deal. This is a really good deal. You can stream stuff on it, you can cast stuff to it. It is honestly brilliant. Should you buy this? Of course. It's even got Bluetooth connectivity for you to watch stuff without anyone hearing you. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like down below and subscribe, and peace.